All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, how we living here on this Friday, March the 11th, 2022. Appreciate you all tuning in. We got a lot to get into here on this Friday. Of course, I'm Chris Phillips, your host of the Daily Crow, the Spurs Up Show. As always, we are taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. I see Courtney Washington, Connor Lee, Wesley, Brennan M., Todd Smith, Chase Floyd, Travis Allen, what's going on? Appreciate you guys all tuning in also from the Big Cock Club Discord. Head over to the TDC Questions channel, to be sure that your questions are answered there. And, of course, guys, we are speaking today on this Friday. There is no game due to weather. Today's baseball game being postponed. First moved up, then postponed. So the Gamecocks will now play tomorrow at 1 o'clock and a doubleheader on Sunday beginning at 1:30. Yes, horns down. You see the energy. It's the energy all weekend long. Horns down as the Gamecocks take on the top-ranked Texas Longhorns. Horns freaking down, son. Horns down. Either way, though, want to hear from you, your questions, your comments, and your calls, 843-790-3377. Of course, guys, the Daily Crow is brought to you right now by the Big Cock Club. Join today, patreon.com/Big Cock Club. Patreon.com/Big Cock Club. Or go to the link in bio on our social media. Click that. You'll see the link to the Big Cock Club. You get exclusive access to all of our behind-the-scenes content, the Discord, all that good stuff. John, your tickets for today will be good for tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, you can look at it as just you have a ticket for game one. If you had a ticket for today, you have a ticket for game one. So game one will now be tomorrow instead of today. So either way, if you got tickets for today and the game is obviously postponed, you can use those tickets for tomorrow. You will be good, John. So show up to the ballpark. Either way, Skyland, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. He says no. I don't know what that really means, but he just says no. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, either way, want to hear from you, taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Obviously, guys, we can talk about what happened last night. The Gamecocks basketball season just might be over after South Carolina has a very short stay in Tampa, and I don't think any of us are very surprised. I don't think many of us are very surprised. So I don't think many of us are very surprised that happened. Obviously, I picked the Gamecocks to lose that game, and sure enough, it happened. Now, the fashion in which it happened, I was surprised about. But, it is what it is. Okay, so people are telling me the ticket situation is not quite what I thought it was, so don't listen to me.
Skyland Davis.
All right. Skyland, what's up, man? How are you?
So, Saturday's game is Games 2 ticket. Sunday's first game is Games 3 ticket, and Saturday's second game is Friday's ticket.
Okay, well then don't ask me those questions. Go to GamecocksOnline.com. They have the full release. I have season tickets, so I'm not really concerned about it. But all right, I'm glad you're clearing that up because I genuinely had no idea. So,
yeah, I didn't want nobody to get the wrong information.
Yeah, go to if you have questions about the tickets, go to the Gamecocks baseball social media account. Click the press release, and they will have all because I have it pulled up. They have all the details in there. So I've got tickets to all three games. I'm not really concerned with it, but obviously if you've got one ticket to one of the games, I would suggest checking them out or call the Gamecock Club. They can answer all your questions.
My bad.
No, you're good. I'm telling the people that are asking me because obviously I have no idea what I'm talking about. So.
Yeah, because when you said you had a ticket for today's game and they go up there tomorrow, they won't be able to get in. I was like, oh man, that could be bad for them.
Yeah. So I'll have to let my guy know because he also sent me two to what was supposed to be today's game. So doesn't it feel like that's more confusing though? Like, why not just do it the way I said it? That seems more confusing to me. It really, I don't know. It seems more confusing. Whatever.
I agree with you.
Seems more confusing.
I thought like when I got the email too, buddy, I was like, why just not do game 1 Saturday, game 2, then game 3?
Yeah, it just seems like you're making it much harder than it needs to be. But whatever. Whatever. It is what it is.
I think Will Sanders is one of those Sunday last games because just in case if it rains tomorrow, they don't want to warm him up. They throw his little bullpen to get warm. So any of the two of the game gets canceled. So they can probably hold him to Sunday so they don't have to ruin him for the weekend.
So you're thinking they might not even get the game in tomorrow. Is that what you're saying?
Well, even if they do, I just feel like Sanders goes Sunday because of the chance of rain tomorrow.
Well, I guess we'll have to just wait and see. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to interrupt your show or nothing. But
No, you're good.
They sent me Saturday 3:12.
Yeah.
We'll use game 2 ticket. Sunday 3:13. First game will be game 3 ticket, and Sunday will be game 1 ticket. And it's so confusing why they do that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, man. I love Carolina baseball, but my God, it's going to be a brutal weekend to watch baseball at Founders Park because tomorrow it's the scheduled first pitch. It's supposed to be 47 degrees, but with 20-mile-an-hour winds. And then Sunday is going to be a high of 57. I don't think it's going to be much warmer though at 1:30. So I don't know, man. It's going to be a real fun day tomorrow for sure. Right. Real fun day tomorrow. So whatever, it is what it is.
Hey,
Bundle up.
You know what the sad thing is? You know what the thing is? If I think, and I'm out my mind here, but Texas does not scare me offensively at all. If you look at the numbers, we're like about even with Texas offensively. What scares me is our offense. Can our offense come and help Will Sanders? And can our pitching show up and at least give us 2 good games? And our offense could put together some hits and some runs. I think we have a chance to maybe steal a game or steal 2 if your offense shows up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the game, certainly the game Sanders pitches, he's going to give you a chance. So wouldn't that be something, though, if South kind of can bounce back and, God forbid, take 2 out of 3? That would be incredible. I think that would you know, it wouldn't forgive all of the sins at this point, but man, it would I think it might get people excited about baseball again. Maybe I don't know. So
it could happen, buddy, but it also could be a sweep.
Yeah.
Can our bats get going against the number 1 pitching staff in the nation?
Yeah, that's the question.
But
that's the question.
Just like last weekend, your offense. Your pitching gave you a chance to win 2 out of 3 games last weekend.
Right. For sure.
So.
For sure. Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, you know, I'm looking forward to a fun weekend of baseball, man. I'm not taking on the approach of some of let's just not play the series. Like, bro, let's not forget 2 short years ago, basically to the date where, you know, I got the notification on my phone, dude. 2 years to the date, SEC baseball got canceled. COVID just took away sports. So you know what, man? Like, at least we get to go to the yard this weekend and watch some baseball. I'm excited to even just watch Texas, to be honest with you.
Just because I'm not a Keystone fan, I will never pray for rain because I enjoy Gamecock baseball, winning or losing. I will watch it, and I will always love the game. In the university, I've always want to play. Always play. It is a chance to get better.
Yeah, for sure.
A chance to get better.
For sure. I agree with you 110%.
But like I said this weekend, even though I feel like their pitching staff should be too much for our offense because our offense hasn't done nothing, but who doesn't know our offense might show out this weekend and score 8, 9 runs. I even think 6, 7 runs gives you a chance to win 2. If you could score 6, 7 runs per game, I think that gives you a great chance to win a game or win 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so as well, my guy. I think so as well. So either way, I'm looking forward to it. All
right, just swing it.
Yep, just swing it. Got to swing it. Got to score to win. Bottom line.
All right, well, I hope you have a good day. I want to say I think Frank gets another year for all you Frank haters, including myself. I think he gets another year.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't like Mark Kingston, even if he fails this year, I still think he gets another year myself. So, I just
fun times to be a Gamecock fan. Real fun times.
I tell you what, buddy, on basketball, it's just kind of like I just feel like we're settling. That's how I feel like. I love Frank. I appreciate what he's done. I mean, he overachieved this year. I mean, he's a good coach. But I just feel like he took you to his highest level, and that's the only reason why I want him out. Because if you don't make the tournament and you win like he wins, and if you don't make the tournament and you lose It's the same thing to me.
Yeah.
You just don't make the turn. So.
Yep. Trust me, I hear you. It's a vicious cycle. It's a bit of a toxic relationship. So I don't know. I don't know that there is an easy answer. I don't know that there really is an easy answer.
It's just kind of like to me, South Carolina's like, okay, what you're doing is good enough, and we don't never are content to winning at Gamecock basketball.
Mm-hmm.
We're happy with what you're doing. We don't want no better. Just don't do no worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Have fun, and I hope we win this weekend, and I hope we shock the nation, and we get hot along this winning streak.
Yeah, Skyland. Yeah, I hear you. Trust me. I hope for the same. I appreciate you calling in, my guy.
All right, I'll text you that information.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Good stuff. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. And of course, guys, hey, don't forget, I've had a lot more people lately than normal asking me where they can find the podcast. And I don't know if it's those that maybe just tuned in exclusively on YouTube. So, guys, obviously the podcast is not going to YouTube anymore. But you can find it on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, literally anywhere you can find a podcast. Go to thespursupshow.com. You can find the podcast in all those locations I just mentioned. Now, the podcast dropped this morning, episode 616, breaking down the game last night. Gamecocks losing to Mississippi State by 22 points. And as I mentioned, of course, the conversation shifts from now what's next for South Carolina basketball, Selection Sunday. I mean, the Gamecocks are nowhere near the conversation for the big dance. You're finding yourself basically on the NIT bubble. And I don't think South Carolina would even entertain the idea of playing in the CBI. So the question turns to the future of the program, the future of Gamecocks basketball, and what to do about it. And again, I don't pretend to know all. I really don't. I don't pretend to know all. I actually really enjoy getting feedback from you guys, from Gamecock fans, so yours truly can feel the pulse of Gamecock Nation and what Gamecock Nation is feeling and thinking in the moment. And my takeaway is it's a vicious cycle. And as I said earlier in the season, it's a little bit of a toxic relationship. Because I think South Carolina fans want more, but there are so many fans that are so scarred from the Darren Horn era and South Carolina truly being at the bottom, kind of where Georgia is right now, that they're so scared to make a move, to strive for better, because while there's an opportunity to attain better, there's also that same opportunity, arguably, to fall back down to the depths. And so we are stuck in sports purgatory, where under Frank Martin, listen, we are good enough to be competitive. We are good enough to win some nice games. We are good enough to be a talking point and to make runs and go on winning streaks. But we are not good enough to win anything of significance. We are not good enough to win anything of substance. And so now you find yourself stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do we make a tough decision despite what prospects or recruits may be coming in, despite what players may or may not return, despite what the ripple effect may be? Do we make a tough decision and have set standards and expectations and maybe raise the bar for those expectations? Or do we say, this is good enough? This is good enough. Do we use our history as a crutch and say, we're content with what's going on? We may not be the best or the second best or the third best. We might be average, but thank God we're not the worst. At least we can hang our hat on that. That's sort of the decision you're facing right now. Because you can tell me G.G. Jackson, you can tell me this prospect and this recruit. Guys, I will not expect anything different than what I've come to expect over the years. South Carolina under Frank Martin, outside of, at this point, I'm going to call it a fluke. Outside of one fluke run in March in 2017, they're an NIT program under Frank Martin. And I think that's probably the year in, year out expectations under Frank is let's just get to the NIT. You can't spell Frank Martin without NIT. I mean, and that's, if we're okay with that, that's fine. If we're okay with that, that's fine. But don't come at me and throw stones at me because you're pissed off I said that. Guys, we are what we are. We are what we are. And as I told you before, Frank Martin has done some great things here. He's achieved a lot of things that no other basketball coach has. But as I told you before, the only thing that matters is making the NCAA tournament. That's it. That's all people care about. That's all that I really care about, guys. That's all I care about. Most people don't even hardly tune in for the regular season. College basketball fans. I'm not just talking Gamecock fans. I'm talking college basketball fans. So, and if you're not making the tournament, then it is what it is. So, hey, I'm happy we're not terrible. I mean, I'm very happy, but God, I'd love to go to March Madness. I just would love that. I'd love to have a team that was reaching that level. And you can say, well, the net screws us, this screws us. It's because of the style we play. Well, then maybe we need somebody who can play a style that gets us in.
Robbie Davis,
I don't know.
Kirk Street.
Let's jump to the phone lines.
Press 1.
Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. I'm just sitting here watching the Spurs Up show until my brother calls me because he's got to go to the hospital. So.
Oh, wow. Hope he's all right.
Well, he's all right. He's just going to the doctor to make sure nothing broke from the accident. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. And I'm going to ask God for forgiveness right now. I'm sorry. But we played like shit last night. We played like straight shit. Okay? And I told you yesterday on the show that if I was the head coach, I would tell Carter, do not shoot a three. And last night was proof of that. Because he can't make a three to save his life. He is definitely more of a attack the basket kind of guy. So if I was coaching, I'd be like, look, we're gonna set you screens and you're gonna go around the screens and you're going to attack the basket. And if you don't do that, guess what? Your ass is sitting on the bench. Period. I can tell what he's good. I can tell what players are good at if I watch him enough, and he is definitely the kind of player that is very good at attacking the basket. And that would be, I would tell him, like, look, that's what you're gonna do. If you shoot an open three, I'm gonna be pissed off at you. I'm just letting you know. Because right now you're not that good at it, and until you work at it and you can make threes on a consistent basis, I do not even want to see you. I don't even want to think that you're fixing to shoot a three because you cannot do it right now. And I'm telling you right now, if Ray Tanner called me right now and offered me the job, I would tell him I'll be there. I'll be there this weekend.
I hope to see that press conference, Robbie. You accepting the job. I would love to see that.
Exactly what I would say. This is exactly what I would say. Look, this is my first time being a coach. I'm not going to lie to you, but I promise you this: I will do my damnedest to turn this into a program that you can be proud of. And if I'm not doing my job right, I'm going to bust my butt to make sure that I'm doing my job right and I'm earning every bit of the money that I'm making. And if I'm not doing anything correctly, I'm going to try to fix it. I'm going to bust my butt to fix it. And if I don't fix it, then I'll be like, if they say they want to let me go, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I got no ill will. I didn't get the job done, and that's how it is. But I promise you, if I was coaching anywhere, that would be my philosophy. You give me everything you've got for 40 minutes, and I promise you, come hell or high water, I will give you everything I got as your coach. I will try to put you in the best position to win as much as possible, because I'm in the same boat as y'all are. Y'all want to win. I want to win. We both want to win. The school wants to win. We want to show that, hey, we're not a mediocre basketball team, and that's exactly what I would do. And we only scored 17 points in the second half last night. That is it.
Four for 31 from the field. Four for 31 from the field in the second half. Did not score a basket the last 10 minutes and 29 seconds of the game.
Oh, trust me, I watched it. Every single bit of it. It was garbage. Straight garbage. And like I told you before, whenever I went with my brother, whenever he coached in church a couple of years ago, he's not coaching now, but somebody else is. But he would always tell me, he'd always, he'd want my 10 cents. I'm like, how do you think we did? And then I'd be honest with him. I'd always ask him, do you want me to be honest with you? He said, yeah. I said, you need to work on this, this, and this, and you're not doing this correctly. And I said, and definitely you got to make free throws. For God's sake, you got to make free throws. Because we went, if I'm not mistaken, we went to the free throw line less than 10 times last. And I'm telling you, and I've said this before too, I've seen my brother's church league team play better than what I saw last night. I'm convinced that if me or my brother was coaching his church league team and we coached them well enough, we could beat South Carolina. That's how awful we played last night. The rebounding was awful. I mean, the defense was awful in the second half. Awful. I mean, it was. I almost quit watching halfway through the second half. I almost did. I was that mad. But I was like, you know what? I've already made it this far. I'm going to just finish it. But, I mean, I'm not saying that we have horrible players. It was just, for some reason, all year long, we just haven't been able to click and stay click. You know what I mean?
Yeah, inconsistent.
I mean, yes, we had.
Yeah, inconsistent. And we had no big man all year. I mean, I think that was just evident. That's what killed us last night.
Yeah, no legit like he's a big man and he's gonna get the rebounds and get blocks.
Yeah, just a
like
bunch of 7-foot accountants.
I thought to myself, man, we might not have been that good back whenever we had Sam Muldrow, but Muldrow was a absolute shot blocking machine. I remember watching a game one time. I think it was like early in the season against like somebody we should have beat like by like 20, and he had like almost 10 blocks near the end of the game. And he would definitely on a regular basis get a double-double. And And I'm telling you right now, if I were coaching and I saw somebody going in for a dunk with one hand, all hell would break loose.
Robbie, nobody would play for you. You're not going to let a kid dunk with one hand. Nobody would play for you, and then you wouldn't win enough, and then you'd get fired.
It's all. Listen, you don't look because you saw what happened last night.
I saw what happened, but there's no way you're going to recruit a kid and be known as the coach that forces players to dunk with two hands in this day and age. You know what those kids are going to say? Well, to hell with you, Robbie. I'm going somewhere else. Then what?
I'm just being honest, though.
I'm being honest too. There ain't no way a kid's going to come play for a coach that doesn't let him dunk with one hand.
If you're going to dunk with one hand, you better make sure it goes in.
That'd be like me saying I'm going to go be the head coach of South Carolina baseball. I'm going to make everybody catch a pop-up with two hands. They'd be like, bro, I'm an SEC baseball player. Like, you're not going to tell me to catch the ball with two hands. This is not Dixie Youth anymore.
Right. But I mean,
They'd say that head coach of South Carolina baseball is a slapdick. I'm not going there.
Yeah, and
I hear what you're saying though. That dunk hurt. That missed dunk. I don't want to put the entire game on it, but it just felt like that was the deflation moment of like, oh shit, here we go. That was the deflating moment.
Right.
Hey, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. If he throws it down today, and we, let's say we win or whatever, we're talking about, oh, Keyshawn's dunk sparked the comeback. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's just unfortunate.
Well, if I ever tell you I'm a basketball coach, you're still gonna try and come to one of my games, right?
Oh yeah. And I want to make sure they dunk with two hands too. I want to make sure they all do it.
Make sure, and trust me, I've seen pros go for a one-handed dunk, and the same thing happens. So, I mean, it happens everywhere.
I hear you.
So, I mean,
I hear you.
But I mean, it just has not been a good couple of weeks for sports for South Carolina.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough. I don't feel like I even remember the last time we won a game, like in anything. I mean, I guess the women's team on Saturday, but bro, it feels like it's been like a decade since we won a game. So, yeah. And I mean, baseball's got Texas this weekend, and I don't know, man. It feels like it's been forever. So,
right. And I mean, and I would be like, look, I would be like, look, I would tell the players, I'm like, look, okay, do it the correct way, and I promise you, you will succeed. Because I'm trying to make it to where you're not only a great basketball player, but you're a great student, you're good in the classroom, blah, blah, blah. But I'm trying to help you become a better basketball player. So if you've got aspirations to be in the league, whenever you leave here, the chances of you making the league are very high. If that was their aspiration. And I've had to tell my brother one time, I was like, y'all played like trash. Like y'all did not play well. The defense was awful. You didn't make free throws. You didn't make high percentage shots. And you you sucked. And I ain't gonna lie, I was scared telling him that because I thought he was gonna reach across the car and smack me across the face because I was saying that. I was like, well, you told me to be honest, so I'm being honest. You played like trash.
Got to always keep it a buck, man. Got to be honest. Got to be honest.
And I'm ready for the football team to get back to where, like, we're beating Kentucky on a regular basis in football. Because I remember back whenever we used to play Kentucky, and I already knew we were going to win. But, of course, with Stoops there, that's a little hard to do these days.
Right.
But I think we can somehow do that. Just let Beamer and all the rest of them do what they get paid to do and turn us into a team that we can be proud of, which obviously we're proud of the team from this year because, I mean, for crying out loud, we were only supposed to win – on paper, we were only supposed to win 4 games. And we won 7. And won 6 in the regular season and won the bowl game. And I still think that we can somehow win 2 out of 3 against Texas. But we're going to have to play perfect baseball this weekend in order to beat Texas. And don't leave runners on, especially against Texas.
Well put. Yeah, you got to execute this weekend, man. Absolutely, you got to execute.
But yeah, that's basically it.
Very well said, Robbie. Very well said. Very well said. Many points hit on.
Go Cox, horns down into hell with Clemson.
Love it. Robbie, have a great weekend, man. We'll talk soon.
You too. Bye-bye.
I think Robbie just needs his own show at this point. I'm going to help Robbie. I'm going to help Robbie set up a microphone in his house. Just let him have his own show. Just let Robbie have his own show. No, appreciate it. Appreciate Robbie with the call. Robert Sinclair says, so why can't we just make a move to try to get us recognized to people and fans to cheer and enjoy and be proud of this team? Thanks. Robert, I give kudos where kudos are due, and I'll tell you if you're really good, and I'll tell you if you suck. And, hey, South Carolina and Frank Martin, they overachieved. They, at least for my expectations, they overachieved. I had them at 6-12 in SEC play. They finished at 9-9. Still sucks not to make the tournament. Starting the phone lines. Justin, what's going on, man? How are you?
No, man, how you doing, Chris?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
Yeah, Chris, it was a rough night last night, man. We don't have the depth, you know.
We just don't have a competent big man, I would also say. Yeah. I mean, listen, I wasn't shocked we lost. I was a little shocked at how just ugly it got in the second half and the margin of defeat, but can't say I'm totally shocked at the results. And it's just, it's just the same old song and dance, man. I don't dislike Frank Martin, but we are what we are under Frank Martin. We are outside of a 3-week hot streak in 2017. We basically are what we are. So.
Yeah, Chris, that's the way we've been for almost since the 5-4, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the way it's been. So I mean, it is what it is, and yeah, tough loss last night though. wasn't very fun to watch in that second half. So.
No, it wasn't. Okay, so now you have to wait. You know, what's the board? You know,
You said what now?
you have to wait. You have to wait. Who's gonna sit down with Frank Martin at the end of the season or what?
You talking about making a move on Frank Martin or what?
He's gonna have to talk with the board trustees and the AD folks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, like I said, I fully expect Frank Martin to come back. Especially if you're able to land a certain prospect. But, I don't think there's, and I could be wrong, I don't feel that there's any like real pressure or real momentum to go out, make a change, rip the Band-Aid off and go get somebody else. I don't see that. I don't see that. So I do think Frank will probably be back.
Yeah, I do too, because here's the thing about it, who will be out there, you know?
I don't know, man. Until there's a vacancy, I mean that's gonna start being my new answer. By the way, until there's a vacancy, I have not looked at candidates. Until there's a vacancy, there's no point in looking at candidates. So no, I have not looked at anybody. I have no idea.
Yeah, because we don't know who's out there. We haven't seen that posted yet, you know.
Yeah, I mean, again, until there's a vacancy, there's no point in even throwing out names or anything like that. So, like I said, right now I fully expect Frank Martin to return as head coach.
Yep, me too, Chris. Well, Chris, that's all to say, man.
Justin, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much for the call. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Thanks, man. Great stuff. Again, guys, I want to hear from you. Questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. And again, I'll even say this. I won't be like devastated if Frank Martin returns. I really won't. But I won't go into next season with unrealistic expectations. And I didn't come into this season with them. As I told you guys before, my energy never changed this year. My energy never changed. Let me ask you this, by the way. We've been teasing and throwing around this whole G.G. Jackson thing. What if we don't get him? Then what? What if we do not get him? Because everybody just assumes he's coming here, which would be awesome. But what if we don't get him? Because from what I see, I mean, it's not a slam dunk guarantee thing. It's not a guarantee he's coming here. So what if we do not land him? Then what? So, my energy never changed though all season. We came into the season saying tournament or bust. Year 10. You've been here a decade. Tournament or bust. At what point does that actually apply? At what point? At what point? That's all I want to know. At what point, man? Again, Frank comes back, totally fine. My expectations, I think the year in, year out expectations of this program for me will go from, hold on, what? So, okay. Game 1 of the doubleheader on Sunday will be a 7-inning game starting at 1:30. Game 2 will be a 9-inning game. How does that make any sense? How does that make How does that make any sense, bro? This whole weekend is just no, Herb. I said that if we made the NCAA tournament that I would get the butt tap, and we're not. So I'm safe. Good. I'm glad. I didn't want the tattoo to begin with. I mean, I would have loved it. I would have loved to have seen us in the tournament, but no. Did I want a tattoo of Frank Martin? I mean, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. So A&M up by 10 on Auburn right now. How about that? How about that? Anyways, guys, I don't know. I don't know. It is frustrating. It is frustrating. But again, I just all I've seen is the G.G. Jackson stuff. Well, what if he doesn't come here? I mean, have we ever considered that? What if he does not come here? Because there's no guarantee of it. I don't know, man. I do understand it, though. I understand what's happening. I understand what's happening. There are fans, there are people, they will just never let the Final Four go. They'll never let it go. They look at Frank Martin and they see the Final Four. And again, you can never take that away, nor should you. I mean, I've literally got right here an unforgettable with Sindarius Thornwell framed newspaper, whatever, in the studio. But they'll just never let it go. They'll just, it doesn't, like, he could be here another decade, and we'll be like, but man, he did something that's never been done. He took us to a Final Four. And what's funny is the day that South kind of moves on from Frank Martin, there's going to be fans that feel so bad for him. And it's like, bro, you shouldn't feel bad for him. He had the greatest job in the world. Got paid to coach basketball with no expectations. So. Anyways, guys, we're taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Somebody asked, Brian Dean, Chris, where do you go if you let Martin go? A mid-level coach, if you can get a top-tier coach, I'd be for it. I hear UGA is interested in Marin. Brian, again, till there's a vacancy, I'm not even going to talk about it. That's what I'm going to start saying to everybody that asks me about coaches. Till there's a vacancy, I'm not going to go look and see, well, we should get this coach. Until there's a vacancy, I'm not investing my time doing that. So. Again, I don't dislike Frank Martin at all, guys. I really don't. I appreciate everything he's done. He has brought this program and done things with this program that haven't been done before. But again, like being upset that we're not going to the tournament is a positive. It's a positive. Like there should be expectations. There should be standards. There should be. Like that passion is what drives the program forward. And Courtney Washington, I'll say this. Listen, one of our contributors, Austin Greer, he has his own sources. So if his sources tell him something, and that's the other thing too. My contributors, they're allowed to have their own sources, man. They can have their own sources. Austin's got sources I don't have. So, and listen, if Austin's source is wrong, and he's gone out on a limb and put all that out on social media, and if his sources are wrong, he'll have to live with that. He's putting his word on the line. He's putting his credibility on the line. But I will never tell my contributors they can't post something or what have you. Yes, he's a contributor for the Spurs Up Show, but it's not my source. It's his. And I'm not trying to put Austin out there on an island, but, is what it is. You take accountability for your own sources. So I don't know. I don't have that source, Courtney. It may happen, but I don't have that source. I think he'll probably be back. If I had to guess. Again, it's all a guess. It's all rumors anyways. And I will say Austin's had good sources in the past, but I allow my contributors to have creative freedom and to have their own sources. So if you want to run with it, that's totally fine. You're more than welcome to run with it. You're more than welcome to trust your sources. But you have to live with, if it does not come true, you have to live with the consequence of that, which will be you will get slammed on social media. You will get slammed. So, no. What in the world is going on, man? Freaking Muschamp hackers are trying to mess with the mic. Anyways, what was I about to say? Either way, no, I don't have any sources. I don't have any sources inside the program that have told me he's out. Nothing concrete enough to run with it. So either way, guys, we're going to jump into our first break. I do want to hear from you, your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is the number. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Appreciate you all tuning in, taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. On this Friday, TGIF, I guess it's kind of almost like a day off for us all. There are no days off, but you know what I mean. No baseball game today. Obviously, the game today being rescheduled. Tomorrow, first pitch will be at 1 o'clock. Sunday, doubleheader at 1:30. And for some strange reason, the first game of the doubleheader will be 7 innings. The second game will be 9. Again, I don't get that at all. If you're going to play 2 and one of them's going to be 9, make both of them 9. Like, what is the point of that? So, I don't know. And also, what's bullshit, the sun is out. The sun is out. We could play today. We could Who is in charge, man? Who is in charge? Oh, God. Daddy Ghost has just filled my car, bought a case, $96. Dude, gas is insane. Thank God I work from home, bro. Thank God I work from home. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Anyways, guys, in case you missed it, man, what I was just talking about before the break, and I just tweeted this. All right, we'll jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Zachary.
Zachary, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, say it with your chest so everybody can hear you.
All right, Chris. So yeah, I think I'm gonna say it because I think we're all thinking it, but I think this is one of the rare times where we can be like, when does football season start? I think this is one of the rare times.
You're saying, when does football season start?
Yes, I feel like this is one of the rare times where we can ask that and genuinely not feel nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's last couple of weeks, like I said, the last week plus have not been great in Gamecock Nation. So
Yes, Gamecock Twitter is not happy.
no, they're not. No, they're not. So one thing about Gamecock fans, when you're struggling and you're not performing up to par, they're going to let you hear it. There's no doubt.
I mean, rightfully so. Everything. Going down 3-0 to Clemson, not great. Losing, I don't even know who that team was, but it wasn't even close. It was yeah. And then it's getting to a point where I was not expecting anything out of us in the SEC championship. I really wasn't. It's sad to say that, but like you said, you can't spell NIT without Frank Martin. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, it just – I know it's not an easy answer when it comes to Gamecocks men's basketball. I totally understand that, but it's just frustrating, man. I mean, it's just frustrating. So it's frustrating. I'd love to see this team go back to a tournament. I'm not talking Final Four, bro. I don't even care. I don't care if we go one and done in the tournament, but just to get back. I mean, to see us get back and be able to be hype about postseason play, and that's all I want. That's all I want, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I remember that run to the Final Four. Like, everyone, like, the city was hyped. Everyone was hyped. The city was hyped. Everyone was just, it was amazing. And I remember I went on a trip. I went on like a school trip, and one of my teachers, he literally could not focus. He was literally just watching, trying to catch every instance of the game. And it's like, it was that kind of energy, and it was amazing. So I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I didn't know. I don't want to call anybody's job, but you know what? You do what you gotta do at the end of the day to get the results you want, is what I believe.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it takes. So, again, I know it's not an easy answer. We'll see. It's exhausting. It's exhausting to talk about, and I just want to know that winning's important. That's it. I just want to know that winning's important. So show me somehow show me and make me feel good about the future of South Carolina basketball. Somehow, just somehow let me know. I mean, again, I don't hate or dislike Frank Martin. I just want to win. That's it.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about how nice a person is. You can hire a saint, but if that saint can't win, it doesn't matter.
It's never about how nice a person is, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't need my head coach to be an honorable citizen. I don't need my head coach to be a people person. I don't need my head coach to be buddy with anybody. I don't need my head coach to make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I don't need my head coach to be my role model. I just want my head coach to win. I don't give a damn, bro. I don't give a damn if it's Bruce Pearl. I don't give a damn if Urban Meyer was our head coach in football. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, man. I don't care. It does not matter to me. I don't know why fans get so caught up in that. Like, who cares? Give me Will Wade. I don't give a damn. Give me Will Wade. It doesn't matter. I'm not attached to what they do in their personal lives or how they win games. But at the end of the day, you are judging winning games. So you can think Urban Meyer is a schmuck, but he's a winning schmuck. He's won a national championship, more than a couple. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Would I prefer to have a coach that won clean? For sure. But we're a outside of baseball and women's basketball. When it comes to football and men's basketball, we are zero tradition, zero championships. I would take 10 years of probation to win one national title in football, just to have that feeling, dude. Just to have it. So maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm wired strangely. And again, I don't prefer that. But, man, I would just love to get a ring. I would love to get a ring.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, Chris, I don't know why they postponed the game. When I look outside, I'm like, it looks like the sun is coming out. I don't know why they postponed the game either. I don't get it. And I don't even think I live that far from Founders. I live like Lower Richland-ish. Oh no, right. Never mind. I live close to Williams Bryce, but I don't live close to Founders. But I don't know, maybe they see something at Founders that we aren't seeing. I don't know. But yeah, down where I'm at, like the sun is basically out. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is. And back to what I was saying though. Again, I don't prefer that to be the case. I love the fact that Beamer's a good dude. I do. I love the fact Beamer's a good dude. But especially in college basketball, you gotta play the game. Here's a hot take: don't get caught. Just do it and don't get caught.
I mean,
because guess what? Gigi Jackson is not coming here for free. He's not going to come here for free. He will go to the highest bidder.
I mean, valid point.
He's the number one player. He's the number one player in the state and the 8th ranked player in the country. He has options. You think he's going to come here for free? You're insane.
No. Yeah. But I mean, like, I get where you're coming from, but it's like, I wouldn't be mad if they had like a mean streak to them, but like, I don't like the problematic side. That's what my thing is. Like with Urban Meyer's, like, apparently he was hiding domestic abuse thing. I was hiding some about protecting a coach, and I was like, oh, that's not great. The fact that he always fakes illness and just like gets out of Dodge when things get rough, I'm like, oh, that's not great. So that's really my thing. So
I mean, again, I'm not saying Urban Meyer is a good person, or that he, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a role model citizen, whatever.
Yes.
But man, I sure as shit would love to win a national championship. Holy shit, I'd love to win a national title.
Yeah.
2010 to 13 was really fun. 2010 to 13 was really fun for us. Again,
it really was.
You think Clowney came here for free? You think Alshon came here for free? You think Lattimore came here for free? Absolutely not. You think Spencer Rattler came here for free? Are you crazy?
Don't Are you trying to get us sanctions? Are you trying to get some sanctions?
Yeah, I'm sure the NCAA
Yeah, I
is
get
worried
you.
about what I'm saying on the Spurs Up show. I'm sure they are just keeping tabs. I could say literally anything. You do understand that, correct? We're fine. We're good.
I mean, the NCAA, they're
Bro, NIL's for real. Now it's legal to pay them. NIL.
Yeah,
Now it's legal.
Yeah,
Now it's legal.
now it's legal. Before,
Spencer Rattler just got a car.
oh, he did get a car. I mean, back in the day, I guess you were talking about the Ole Miss situation. That Ole Miss situation was hilarious, though. That was funny. But it took them forever. But yeah, even if the NCAA finds anything, it'll probably take them forever to do anything about it. They're still investigating Tennessee for McDonald's bags up there. That's hilarious. They can't do anything about that. But yeah. Well, Chris, I don't know what to tell you. I just want to win. You just want to win. Everybody just wants to win. So I don't know what to say at the end of the day.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We all just want to win.
All right, Chris. Thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the call. So I've got some people saying that Facebook is down, by the way, and I don't think that's the case, guys, because I've literally got people commenting. Maybe it's just you, T. Allen. I don't know. Looks like everything's good. I'm going to check on my end, but I literally see people commenting as we are good. Yeah, literally, I see it right now. The feed is up. We're good. We're Gucci. So, T. Allen, I think it might just be you, my guy. I think it might just be you. We got a text here. Hey, Chris, love the show. What's up with Colin Burgess? I mean, we're just getting our other catcher some playing time, or is Burgess hurt? No, Burgess is fine. In the midweek, they normally like to get other guys, give him a break. You don't want your starting catcher catching every single game because it's a long season. It's a long season, and you want to save your guy's knees and save his legs, and it takes a toll on your knees. So, no, he's fine. Burgie's totally fine. Burgie is totally fine, but just they want to just give him a break in the midweek. So no, Burgie's good. He'll probably start all 3 games this weekend. Justin, what's up, man? Best of luck going to Gatlinburg. He said, I hope something changes in South Carolina men's athletic department. I'm so tired of this. Hey, Justin, best of luck going to Gatlinburg, my man. Safe travels. Yeah, Cody, Robbie has already called in yet. Or Robbie has already called in. Yes. Again, guys, I'm not trying to spend this entire show saying cheat, 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 but do what's necessary to win. That's what I'm saying. Do what is – I hate the defense of we should keep someone because – I mean, people were saying that about Will Muschamp too. Keep him because he's a good person. I'm like, how do you know? You don't know him. You don't know him. That's always the funniest part of that argument. You don't know him. I mean, you know what they say at a press conference, but you don't know him. So I don't look at that as means of keeping someone around as your head coach. I don't see it. Either way, though, again, like Justin or like Zachary said, all we want to do is win. That's it. And competitive pressure and pressure to win is a good thing. It means you have expectations, you have standards, and Daddy-O, it's funny you say that, though. Daddy-O says, obviously, they didn't know Muschamp then. But, Daddy-O, it's so funny because I recall a time not too long ago in which I called for Will Muschamp's job, and everyone, Daddy-O, 98% of Gamecock fans loved Will Muschamp, loved him. So many loved him. And they hated me for saying a single negative thing about him. They loved him. I remember back before it was cool to dislike Will Muschamp. Now it's popular to pile on him. But I remember a time not too long ago. Here's the thing. Let's call it for what it is, right? College sports fans they will go to bat for and they are loyal to their guy up until the point that they're not. Okay? So college sport fans, again, they are loyal to their guy, their coach, all the way up until the point where they break and then they're not. I mean, I know many people in 2020 that, well, it was that Texas A&M game that did it for me. I'm like, it took you that long? It took you that long. So, Rebecca, appreciate you tuning in. I do see you in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Either way, again, I do want to hear from you. 843-790-3372, guys. Like I told you, podcast did drop this morning, breaking down everything that happened last night on the floor. Gamecocks losing by 22 to Mississippi State. Travis Allen, I don't know why the show is going on and off for you. I have no clue. Everybody's commenting on Facebook, and the feed seems to be good. I'm not 110% sure what's going on. Austin Greer says, I'll never forget going up to Charlotte to watch us lose 28-0 to Virginia. I was there. I was there for that, and then I was there for the UNC game, of course. And Austin, I don't know why Facebook would be cutting out my guy. I have no clue. Dude, at this point, I have no clue. It ain't us. It ain't us. It's got to be Facebook, the metaverse, whatever. Send old Mark Zuckerberg an email. I don't know what to tell you. Cody, thank you, sir. I thought I'd wear this because of the good news we got yesterday that Major League Baseball is indeed coming back. What is it, like 28 days till opening day? Literally spring training starting today for some clubs. So I am obviously with the Braves winning the World Series last year. I think we're all going to be really – I think the hype around, the Braves and their season going to be big time. So – dude, you have got to re-sign Freddie Freeman. They have to, dude. They have to. And it looks like the first spring training game, there will be March the 18th. March the 18th, they'll start spring training. So that's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be so awesome. And then April 7th is when the season begins. So either way, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls on this Friday. So what are you guys' plans now? What are you guys' plans now that there's no baseball game today? I'm actually looking for some other baseball to watch. Might have a little relaxing afternoon. I don't know. I tell you what I'm not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to the weather tomorrow. Apparently, like at first pitch, it's going to be like 47 degrees and 20-mile-an-hour wind. I just don't even want to think about it, bro. I don't even want to think about it. That weather. I mean, dude, it's literally sunny right now. Like, why are we not playing? We could have easily played. Like, why are we not playing? Like, this is insanity, dude. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Brian Dean, Cardinals fan. Cardinals got a great organization. They do. I've been to their ballpark, Busch Stadium. Incredible, man. Really nice ballpark. So Connor Lee, who makes the call to postpone the game? Is it Tanner? Yeah, Connor. When in doubt, just blame Ray Tanner. Just when in doubt, just blame Tanner. Just whatever you do, blame Tanner. That's it. Ray Tanner can do nothing right. Oh, man. Just blame Ray Tanner. That's it. Y'all are getting snow in Tennessee. My goodness. My goodness. No, thank you. No, thank you. Robbie Davis texts in for you. Go Braves. Your friend Robbie Davis. Have a great day. Robbie, appreciate you, my man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't understand why we're not playing, dude. I mean, it's from what I can tell, the weather's pretty solid. I mean, weather's pretty solid. I don't know. Yeah, apparently you guys are saying that A&M is crushing Auburn, huh? That's wild. Let's see. Yeah, weather's probably better now than it'll be tomorrow. Yeah, that's the crazy thing, bro. I don't know. The adults in the room just have trouble making decisions sometimes. Connor Lee says, I hate Auburn. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? All my homies hate Mike Bobo still. By the way, guys, we'll have tons of football content next week, by the way. So if you're clamoring for that, I know many of you are because of what's going down with basketball and baseball. We will have tons of football content next week. With spring ball beginning on Tuesday, I'm probably going to have, top 5 storylines going into spring practice and top position battles and all that good stuff. So going to be a lot of fun. It's obviously very, very fun when spring football hits. And obviously this spring with Spencer Rattler taking the field and many, many others, going to be really exciting stuff. I mean, again, I think this is a highly anticipated spring ball. And I know it's just spring ball, so I don't want to sit here and overhype it, but a lot of excitement. A lot of excitement around the football program and what's going down right now in Columbia, what Shane Beamer's doing. And, that first picture and those first videos of Spencer Rattler rocking a helmet and rocking a jersey and everything, it's going to pop. It's going to pop for sure. Austin Greer, you going to need the spring practices? Probably not. Probably not, man. I mean, we don't get the media passes, whatever that you need to go to a spring practice. I mean, would I go to one? Sure, but it's all good. It's all good. The spring game, yes, free. I don't think you'll need a ticket. I could be wrong. So, again, guys, just stay tuned to Gamecocks Online. Stay tuned to the official school stuff, their announcements. But the spring game is free, and I don't think you'll need – I don't know why you would need a ticket, why you couldn't just walk in. But, yeah, the spring game is free. So, spring game's free. Anyways, guys, we're going to jump into another quick break. I want to continue to hear from you, though, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more. Again, really exciting Friday. No baseball game. We're still rocking. We're still rolling. Got a big weekend upcoming. And again, would love to discuss it all with you. Also, don't forget the podcast dropped this morning. Be sure to go tune into that. And, we'll continue to discuss it, dissect it. And count down the seconds till first pitch tomorrow because of today's game being moved. So, again, guys, like I said, more from you on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Austin Greer asks, over under 40,000 people at Willie B for the spring game. You know, I want to say over, Austin, but I'm going to hot take go under. I'm going to go under. Now, I would say this. If you're a Gamecock fan, why wouldn't you go? I mean, unless you've got some previous obligation that's going to stop you, why wouldn't you go? It's free. It's exciting. We're all hyped up and fired up. I don't know. With that being said, I don't know. I really don't know. It's tough to gauge, man. I mean, I'd like it to be over. I'd love for it to be over, but I think realistically, you can still stream it and watch it. And I think there's just going to be people that say, you know what, it's a spring game. Like, I'm not going. It's a spring game. I think like around 30 to 35,000. I think we'll come close to filling the lower bowl. So I think we'll come pretty close. But I don't know. 40,000 plus seems maybe a little aggressive. So, yeah, I was trying to cut the freaking SEC tournament game on. For some reason, I couldn't get it to come up. So, but yeah, apparently you guys are saying A&M is taking it to Auburn. So, anyways, we are taking your questions, comments, calls, guys. Whatever you guys want to discuss, we can here on this Friday. Again, very excited that you see my hat. Sort of just celebrating the fact that MLB is back. Hold up. Oh, we had a spam call come through. Or somebody that doesn't realize that I'm on the show. Yep, somebody that doesn't realize I'm on my show. Anyways, guys, we are taking your questions, comments, calls. Sorry, it's crazy. I have people that call me during this time, 12 to 2. Like, how can you not know how to do a live show? All I do is promote it all the time. Either way, Travis, I hope this year they play a regular style spring game instead of that shit last year. Travis, I mean, it's not really up to you, though, man. It's up to Shane Beamer. So, that they're going to do whatever they want, and that just might be his style, my guy. That might just be his style. So, I would probably expect more of the same. I think probably half the time it'll be scrimmages and 7-on-7 and situational. I think the other half they'll run some they'll run some drives and normal game type stuff. But I wouldn't expect like a full normal game. I mean, maybe I'll be wrong, but I wouldn't expect it necessarily. So. Again, guys, in case you missed it, baseball game today was first moved up. Now it's postponed. They will not play until tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and then Sunday doubleheader starts at 1:30. Game 1 will be 7 innings. Game 2 will be 9 innings. How that scheduling makes sense, I don't know. I question it also, folks. I question it also. This is a total random side note, by the way. Has anybody seen the new Batman movie? Anybody seen it? Because I know Austin brought it up. Have you seen it? And if you have, is it good? If you have, is it good? Because I kind of want to go see it. Batman. So Batman is actually my my favorite superhero. Believe it or not, I'm a Batman guy. So, has anybody seen that movie? I'm just curious. Again, we can talk about whatever on this show. So, Yep, Gamecocks beach volleyball is playing at home, so Jimmy Mendio, it's as good as Frank's team right now. Okay, so it's average. It's average. Okay. I'll probably still go see it, though. I will probably still go see it. It's damn near 3 hours, too. It's damn near 3 hours. Good Lord. I thought the trailer looked pretty cool, though. I don't know. Jimmy Mendigo says, "Save your money, go to Tin Roof instead." Jimmy, if you think going to Tin Roof is saving your money, then you are out of your free. You ain't never been to Tin Roof with me. I can tell you that. Nope, it ain't saving nobody's money. Not going to Tin Roof is saving your money. Trust me. Trust me. Jimmy, have you actually seen it, or are you just being a hater? I mean, I'm literally curious. Travis Allen, Chris, what's the rule on pitching on a doubleheader? Can our guy come tomorrow? Can our guy tomorrow come in any on Sunday? Yeah, you just can't pitch in the same game, but yeah, it's same as normal. So, Jimmy, I do not have an open tab. So if you go ask, if you try to put your stuff on my tab, they're going to be very confused. They will be very confused, my guy. So, you're welcome to try. You're welcome to try, but yeah. By the way, guys, this is totally random, but April 27th to May 1st, yours truly will not be in town. We will be on a bachelor trip down in Orlando, going back to, I feel like I'm always in Orlando. It's always Orlando. But just sent over the payment for that today, and we're going to head down there, and it'll be fun. It'll be nice, get down to Florida, some warm weather, and do the whole theme park thing and whatever. So that's where they wanted to go, so that's where I'm going. So it'll be a good time. Rebecca, you a big Netflix watcher? See, I don't watch a ton of TV. Like I'm trying to force I haven't been to the movie theater in so long. I'm trying to sort of force myself to go do something different like that. So, let's see. Texas A&M is putting in work 44-29. Like, what is going on with Auburn? Good Lord. Chase, no, I'm not getting hitched, Jimmy. No. It's my sister's fiance. Yeah, so I'm just going on it. Chase Floyd says 7 out of 10 for me on the Batman. He's a young Bruce, only been Batman for 2 years. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see it. I'm a Batman guy. I enjoy Batman. I do. I enjoy it. Anyways, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Auburn looking rattled, you say. Yeah, I don't have the game on. I tried to cut it on, but yeah, Braddock, it looks like that new Batman movie is 3 hours, which is nuts. That is such a long time to sit there and watch a movie. That is such a long time. All right, let's jump into the lines here.
Call from
David Garrett.
David, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing fine. I hope you are too.
Thank you.
I've talked to two boosters, and they are in the position that if Frank doesn't go, they're feeling pretty much the same as they did toward Mustang. I can see both sides, but I'm just curious after talking to them how many other boosters are feeling the same way, because a program's in bad shape when people just adopt a I don't give a shit attitude. Hope you have a great weekend, man.
David, thank you so much. You as well. Yeah, I mean, he's right. He's right. Apathy is much worse than, and I said that last year during the basketball season, people being upset and kicking and screaming and even calling for jobs or just suggesting that, guys, that's not the worst case scenario. Apathy is not caring anymore, right? You're in a relationship with somebody. You're in a relationship, romantic, friendship, whatever, doesn't matter. You're in a relationship with another human being. When both parties are still passionate about, resolving issues and bringing things to the forefront, and, people still care, whether those conversations are comfortable or uncomfortable, that's not the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is when people check out and they stop caring. They stop giving a damn, right? That's the worst case. That's the worst case. Saying, oh well. Or just completely just blocking it out and not giving a damn anymore. That is the worst case scenario. So, and that's why, again, when I talk South Carolina baseball, I do my best to inject perspective and hey, it's a long season, but there's a part of me, it's like, I actually love the passion of Gamecock baseball fans. I love that Gamecock baseball fans are passionate about, this program, and they demand more. I love that. So I will never come at a Gamecock fan for having high standards and expectations of the baseball program. Ever. Anyways, guys, appreciate David for the call. Hope you've been well, David. Panic Ritter, do you think Tanner will fire both Kingston and Martin? No, I don't think both those guys are gone. No. Nope. I do not think both those guys are gone. Like I said, I've already gone on record, so I think Frank Martin's back. If I just had to guess, I think Frank Martin will return. If I had to guess, I think Frank Martin will return. So. Again, guys, want to continue to hear from you. Sorry, I was just reading something on Twitter. 843-790-3377. Rebecca, you're more than welcome to call in, as you always know. You're more than welcome to call in. A&M up by 20 points. They must be ready for next week. But, I will say this. The SEC tournament, it's of no benefit to the top seed teams, the teams that are already in. I mean, and that goes for any sport. That goes for any sport. Doesn't matter whether it's baseball, basketball. Once you're already in, you're in. Doesn't really matter. So, by the way, guys, for all those who are golf fans, the Players Championship is on this weekend. Players Championship is on. Masters is in a month. Let's see. Brian Dean says, Chris, I think USC baseball will shock the world and take 2 or 3 from Texas. I mean, it's not like it's not doable. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, the key is this. Sanders spins a gem. You swing the bat a little bit. You take the game with him on the mound, and then offensively, you have to find a way. You just have to find a way offensively against one of the best pitching staffs in college baseball, arguably maybe the best pitching staff. So it's not like it's not doable. I think this team is much better than it's shown or showed against Xavier at minimum. But, yeah, Mitch, and the game got moved, yeah. So new schedule for the weekend. Game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And then games, I should say, Sunday, doubleheader. Starting at 1:30. First game will be 7 innings. Second set to be a 9-inning game. So I didn't make up the schedule. They did. I didn't make up the schedule. They did. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So what are you guys planning on doing with your Friday, your free Friday? No count of baseball. I guess a lot of people are going to be watching SEC tournament basketball or just tournament basketball. Yeah, no, I mean the weather's fine here. We could be playing right now. We definitely could be playing. So I don't understand it. I don't get it. I think softball is even still. They're still scheduled to play. I don't understand it, guys. I really don't. Yep. There's no nothing. I see nothing with a delay in their schedule or anything. So I see no delays with their schedule or anything like that. So James Kittles, I'm doing my taxes. What a fun weekend, James. But something's got to be done. So something that's got to be done. Yeah, Travis, it's supposed to be like 20-mile-an-hour winds. So the only thing I hate, dude, it's at first pitch, it's supposed to be like 47 degrees with 20-mile-an-hour winds. I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, I love going and watching games. I love counter baseball, but my goodness. I really don't want to be out there freezing my tail off, but it is what it is. You got to love it. You got to love it. James, Texas literally practiced at Founders Park last night, so they are 100% here. They are definitely here. There's no doubt they are here. There's no doubt they are here. Brian Deans, I'm going on YouTube and watching some County Baseball during our championship run. You know, Brian, I look forward to the days where we don't have to watch old highlights. I mean, listen, I like watching old highlights. I get it, man. It's a blast, but, man, just can't wait till we don't have to watch old highlights anymore. So, oh, well. Oh, well. Either way, guys, we're going to jump into a break in a second, but I think we have a text. Let's see. Oh, okay. Robbie Davis, go Braves. Yeah. Yeah, thank goodness that MLB is back. Yes, MLB is back. Yeah, 28 days at opening day, April the 7th. Spring training literally starting today. So, uh, 56-39 A&M with 8:39 left. Holy smokes. Connor Lee, Auburn is a guy with 0 points on 0 of 14 shooting. Shoot or shoot! Shoot or shoot. Jeff Gullich says, if it's a blowout game, football, basketball, or baseball, are you leaving early, guys, or stick it out to the end, guys? I'm sticking it out to the end, Jeff, but I mean, I guess it's a little different for me because it's what I do. I mean, it's my life. Like, where do I have to go? You know what I mean? Like, where do I have to go? And I've always been a stick it out to the clock at zeros fan, but again, where do I have to go? 30-0 loss to Clemson. I was there till the zeros. Hey, and what I don't get either is like South Carolina football. I mean, when we're crushing somebody, why not stick around? Dude, we don't win enough like that to not enjoy it. I'm sitting there in the stadium like I'm going to soak in and enjoy every single second of this game. Every second. So I'm going to enjoy every single second. And again, I know it's a little bit different for me because I do it for a living and all that, but why not enjoy it, man? Robbie said, wanted you to know I plan on going to the Braves game this year with my two bosses from Zaxby's. Attaboy. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to go back, man. I'm definitely trying to go. So I went to my first game at Truist last year. You guys might remember because it was the weekend of the Missouri baseball series. But we went on that Sunday. And that was a blast. I mean, the battery's incredible. Atlanta, it's awesome. I mean, this year obviously is going to be even better because you're coming off of a World Series, and it just makes everything better. You know what I mean? So I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to going back to Atlanta, and I think me and my good buddy will probably go again. Probably get an Airbnb or something like that, and yeah, I think that'll be incredible. Be a really, really good time. So. Really good time, guys. Again, quick reminder, check out the podcast that dropped this morning for a full breakdown of last night. The Gamecocks falling by 22 points to Mississippi State, but it sounds like, hey, Auburn's getting it worse than we got it. So Auburn's getting it worse than we got it. Brian, if you're a St. Louis fan, you will love this vintage shirt I got, dude. This vintage shirt, it is literally a Mark McGwire home run champion t-shirt. Incredible. So maybe I'll have to send you a picture. Guys, 843-790-3372. I'm going to take one final break. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. Final 10 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Again, in case you somehow missed it, today's game against Texas has been postponed. South Carolina will play tomorrow at 1 o'clock, which kind of sucks, though. You know what sucks about tomorrow? For those who can't be there, the game was supposed to be on SEC Network, and I believe now it's going to be on SEC Network Plus. So, was supposed to be a big channel game, and no more. So, no more. I don't know. Then Sunday, we'll play a doubleheader. Starts at 1:30. First game will be 7 innings. Second game will be 9 innings played. So, just a weird, strange weekend. And you know what? Excuse me. Maybe that plays into our favor. Maybe that helps us. Muck it up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that helps us. Maybe that helps us a little bit. I don't know. Either way, guys, again, check out the podcast. It did drop this morning. Episode 616. Looking at everything that happened last night in the ball game. South Carolina falling by 22 points to Mississippi State. How about the ACC, like already getting underway? Virginia and Duke are about to play. Apparently, it's two really, really good arms going at it in that game. So, looks like D1 baseball's there. And like I said, guys, if you have any questions regarding the tickets or anything like that, I would highly suggest going to South Carolina's official website, going to the press release, and getting your information from there, because I'm not 110% sure. Apparently, tomorrow's game, you'll use the Game 2 ticket. Sunday, the first game will be a Game 3 ticket, and then the second game on Sunday will be the Game 1 ticket. So it's stupid, man. It makes no sense. Auburn's cut it to 10, they say, 56-46. Matt Sellers says, let Brazzi pitch all of Game 2. I just don't know that he's really conditioned to do that, Matt. I don't know that he's conditioned to do that. I don't know that he's prepared to do that. You can't just make him do it. You know what I mean? Like, your arm's got to be ready to withstand that. There's a lot more just goes into it than just, hey, just go out there and throw 9 innings. It's like, you've got to be conditioned to do so. Again, guys, we are taking your questions, comments, calls. Less than 10 minutes. Going to be kind of nice, though, to have a relaxing day in the city. No baseball game. Probably just going to take it easy. Probably go to the gym, eat a good meal tonight, hang out, whatever. So, but appreciate you all, man. Your love and support this week, by the way. Thank you all so much, guys, for your love and support this week. I can't say enough good things. Obviously, there have been some changes in regards to the way we're migrating over to a new platform and all that. So thank you guys always, man, for rolling with the punches. And I know technology can be fickle, and sometimes this happens and that happens, but you guys continue to just roll with everything. And I really do truly appreciate it, man. I really do. James Kendall says, should we throw Sanders in the 9-inning game? Have you covered that? I mean, James, I would start Will tomorrow. I don't, I don't know, man. That strategy of should we save our guy, I guess you could throw him in the 7-inning game. I don't know, James. James, I don't know. I don't love, but I guess the mentality thing is out the window because now it's just a completely different scenario. So I will be interested to see what Mark Kingston does, how Justin Parker and Mark Kingston, how they attack this. I would expect them to throw Sanders as normal tomorrow. But I don't know. I mean, because you'd love to give yourself the best possible opportunity to win game one. You know, you'd love to be able to win game one. You know, if you can win game one, then you go into Sunday in a doubleheader, and who knows in a doubleheader. But I don't think you're going to beat them back-to-back games. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. So. Daddy-O, is this where you find a Michael Roth type? Daddy-O, I don't know, man. Comparing anybody to Michael Roth feels so aggressive. I mean, here's the thing. When you face adversity, it can either make you or break you. And so it gives you the opportunity to rise to the occasion and rise above it and get better, and show what you're made of. So, I mean, we're going to have plenty of guys, you know, just like last weekend, that get opportunities. You know, they're going to get the baseball. Whether they want it or not, they're going to get it. You know what I mean? We got guys that are going to pitch that, you know what, they may be ready. They may not be ready. But damn it, we need you. We need you. Bottom line. We need you. So, you know, who wants to step up and be that dude and who's not ready for it, right? We gotta find, hey, because guess what, guys? You might be checked out on baseball season. You might be done with it. You might be wanting to turn the page to football. And if you are, that's totally fine. But those 40 or however many so guys on our roster, they got to play every game. We're not going to cancel the season. So it's either going to be a pitiful year and we're going to struggle through it, or we can make the best of it and try to turn this thing around. So you got to figure something out. Let's see. David Cloninger looks like he. I don't know. Nobody knows what's going on. Chris Fairclough says last night's basketball game was horrible when South Carolina guys on the floor arguing with each other because they're losing. They don't deserve to go to the big dance. I mean, Chris, we're not going. So whether we deserve it or don't, or whether you think we deserve it or don't, or anybody else thinks we deserve it or don't, we ain't going. We're not even remotely in the conversation. Not even remotely in it. So we're not even remotely, my guy, in the convo. Nope. So no point even getting worked up over it because we're not even remotely in the convo. Guys, again, hey, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in all week long, tuning in the podcast, showing love, showing support, man. We truly do appreciate it. And another successful week in the books, man. Like I said, it's going to be kind of a wacky weekend with tomorrow's game at 1 and the Sunday doubleheader and then the selection show on Sunday night. But again, we'll have full coverage, everything for you. And, of course, the podcast back on Monday. Daily Crow all week long next week. You already know the drill. Hoping to, once SEC play starts, maybe throw some more Rowdy Rooster tailgates. Really glad I didn't plan anything for this weekend because it would have been completely shot with the schedule changes and all that. But either way, guys, we are going to throw more events and do more giveaways and do things for you guys specifically. You know what I mean? Just to say thank you to you all and give back. And again, man, I can't say it enough. I truly do appreciate it. Without your love and support, TSUS would not be what it is and what it's becoming. So again, thank you. You guys continue to push me and drive me and you know, the joy is in the journey, and I'm enjoying every step of the way. So again, guys, thank you all so much. We've hit 2:00, so we're going to wrap it up again. Check out the podcast that dropped this morning. enjoy your Friday, I guess, without any Gamecock sports to stress over. I guess you can look at it that way. But, guys, again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic weekend. Go Cox. Horns down, baby. And we'll talk to you on